For instance, Michael Jackson, in my book, I prove that he's gay. Not a child molester, 100% not a child molester. Why didn't Michael Jackson ever come out? Two reasons. If he would have come out, people would have immediately thought he was a child molester. And also, African American artists. Have you ever read the book Hiding in Hip Hop? It's all about why African American hip hop artists cannot come out of the closet.
Well, I don't think that has anything to do with race as much as it has to do with credibility,
and your audience.
Cred, your audience. Yeah, they don't want to think that this guy's gay out there, more so than race. Now, I heard your interview and I watched it on Fox News.
With all due respect, let's backtrack here for a second.
Did Rosie come out of the closet with her audience? No, because she knew it would hurt her. She came out after her show because
what about? I'm talking about the music industry. I'm not talking about the talk show industry here.
Though, so.
Apples and oranges.
Okay,
let's talk about the music industry because that's where Michael Jackson made his bread and butter. George Michael came out.
Sure, Elton John.
Boy George, Elton John. Their popularity goes through the ceiling when they come out. Why haven't African American musicians been able to come out? There's a reason.
Maybe the African American community's view on homosexuals is too based in religion and a bit dated. So African American entertainers make the choice. I don't want to lose the money I'm making from this community because of their prejudice against homosexuals. I don't think that has anything to do with prejudice as much as it does an anti-homosexual bias in the African American community.
I'm talking in Michael Jackson's own words, and I respect your opinion, but this is what Michael Jackson thought.
What did he say?
He did not want to come out because he was worried he would be vilified, his career would be over. He in his own words, there's been so many African American entertainers over the decades who have not come out because they haven't been.
Who is it ruined?
They would have been career suicide.
As
Caucasians in here,
why is
we cannot comment on this.
This is
not just one second. This is not my opinion.
Why is your opinion relatable? Like, well, because I understand the way African Americans are feeling, but we don't. Like, why do you as a white guy understand it, but we don't?
Because this isn't my opinion. This is the opinion of Michael Jackson, the world's greatest entertainer, the world's greatest artist.
But there's other opinions that are contrary.
I'm just a reporter. My opinion's not in the book.
Of course it is. Of course, I'm listening to your opinion.
My opinion is not in the book.
Sure it is.
I'm parlaying what I was told by Jackson's handlers, that Michael Jackson did not want to come out because he feared racism.
That is, I bet what you're saying there is completely accurate. But when you say because he feared racism, that's one thing. But for you to sit there and go, well, you as a Caucasian don't understand, it's like, I'm not that imperceptive. That I'm
not insulting you as being imperceptive.
Or anybody as a white
guy.
But
I'm just saying, I have talked to civil rights activists about this, and I've understood, as Caucasians, we cannot understand.
You're going to get a bias. You're going to get a biased opinion from an activist than you will just from a regular working Joe black guy off the street. Yeah. An activist has an agenda.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Have you ever gone out and being denied a seat in a restaurant because of the color of your skin?
No.
Have you ever gone out and not been hired for a job because of the color of your skin?
No.
I rest my case.
It's his complete incompetence that causes him jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's not a case that you're resting because you're talking about a view on homosexual. Somebody's fear of racism.
Look, we are in New York City right now. No, I'm not screaming. It's the morning, and I got to get my vocal yoga exercise. We are in New York City right now, and I love this show.
No blacks in this room.
I saw you guys on Letterman last year, the year before. I thought you guys were great. I was in the studio audience.
Thank you, sir.
But I'm in New York City right now, the world's most multicultural city, on one of the top shows in the city, and there's not one African American in this studio.
That's why it's one of the top shows.
I, as a Jew from Montreal, represent the visible minorities here today. So that's what I'm saying. We're in no position to comment on all this.
We are in a position to comment.
It took a guy from Canada, because all of you motherfuckers were on your ass. I had to come up here and get the story behind the story. Look, I didn't want to do the I didn't want to do the Michael Jackson story.
You're out of your mind now. Now you're sounding silly. You're sounding silly.
Why didn't anybody else get the story?
You
Why
are.
didn't anybody else get
Yell
the
at
story here?
reporters, not radio. Yell at the reporters. Yell at the rest of the
Well,
mainstream
I'm not
media.
yelling at you guys.
Well, then,
Hey,
fair enough.
OJ
look at
was
R. Kelly,
acquitted,
by the way.
too.
Look at R. Kelly, racist country we are. This video, it looked to me like in that video,
Yeah.
it appeared to people that R. Kelly was pissing on a youngster. And apparently, he just got acquitted. Marion Barry, who has done, smoke crack in a hotel, stalking it, he stayed, he got reelected. So don't act like black people in this country are just treated terribly once they're acquitted
They're
or
singled
convicted.
out. Because
Stop it. And
By the way,
don't tell me to stop
singled
it
out
because
as
it's
president
silly.
of the
Let me
United
tell you
States,
something.
too, by the way.
Why do we
Secretary of
just
State.
remember all these isolated incidents of African Americans who have been acquitted and still we think they're guilty? Because when Caucasians are acquitted in this country, they're able to move on.
Really, like
get
the
proper
LAPD
jobs.
officers who were acquitted, and to be honest,
Well,
I didn't
no,
feel like,
look,
hold on,
don't quote LAPD.
I felt
They're
like
not
they should have been. I felt like they should have been convicted. I felt like that acquittal, which caused the Rodney King beating, was a disgusting acquittal. It was again the prosecution mishandling the case because they never called Rodney King to testify, so the police officer's testimony had to be accepted, and I felt that was a disgusting acquittal. And when they were convicted on civil rights charges, I completely agreed with it. So it's like you can't say that just because someone's acquitted that we go, oh well, I guess they're guilty anyway because they're black. We see that if it's that obvious with a white person, we feel the same way, and that's unfair to say that. Don't
It's
put
not
that
unfair.
on me.
I'm not putting it on
But
you.
you are, as a white guy,
No,
you're saying that to
because
Caucasians. I am one of them.
World, step out, see the
don't
world,
say
get
it is.
educated.
I fly
Oh my
everywhere.
You
God.
cannot even name the capital of Canada.
I don't care
Your
about
neighbor.
that.
Well, you
I
better
don't give
care
a shit about
because
that.
we are in business
What was the
together,
original name
both
of Black
countries.
Sabbath? What was the original name of Black Sabbath?
I don't care
Exactly.
about Black
That's how I feel about Canada's capital. Who gives a shit? It was Earth.
I'll tell you.
What's
I
Ozzy
won't
Osbourne's real
answer-
name?
I won't-
Exactly.
I won't answer any question about Michael Jackson today. But any Canadian will name the capital.
Because the U.S.
Of the U.S.
Because the U.S. is what's down here keeping you from getting fucked and kept you from getting fucked by communists.
Yeah, exactly. How about we're
Communists.
Yes.
Yes.
Dude, I
Russia
could go,
would have stomped
Okay, let me
over
tell you something.
Canada
I
if
could
it
go
wasn't
to
for the
hospital
United
today,
States.
check in, and I don't get an outrageous bill.
Yeah, and you don't
You
get
guys
outrageous
gotta
health
go,
care
and
either.
You're fucked up.
Yeah, wait online.
Wait.
Was he murdered?
I'll say one thing.
Yeah.
The forensic evidence proves 100% Kurt Cobain did not commit suicide. I'll come back here anytime you guys want to talk about that.
Absolutely.
We got to run. Thank you for
All
having
right.
me.
Take care.
Wow,
Good luck with the book, man.
Gentlemen.
Take care. Be well.
Be well.